me see here. Okay, thank you for watching. Happy, I want to say, what is it, Saturday? Happy Saturday if you happen to be logging in live. So I want to say this is June I want to say it's the 14th, 2025 if you're logging in live. If you happen to be watching at a later time, a later date, just thank you for watching. Okay, bypassing all of the intros. This is a collective reading. Working out in favor of the divine feminine because, okay? And the image that I got, I was going through, as I was preparing for the reading, I was going through some photos, I was going through different things, and one of the reasons why this is either past, present, and or future, working out in favor of divine feminine, is because she was brave, okay? She stood in her truth, she spoke her truth, and she took, you know, as and when she could take actions that she was divinely guided to take, okay? As and when she could, she did, okay? Against the odds. She did, she will, she has, you know, she's doing it now. It just depends on where you all are fitting, okay? And what is working out in her favor? Well, this is the case of divine feminines being targeted individuals and having all of these things working against them, organized crime, organized, you know, literal crime, spiritual crime, you name it, okay, against her and her children's life. And so against the odds, along the way, divine feminine starts taking action in different scenarios, okay? So this could be a number of things, not just one thing, okay? It could have started out with her simply speaking her truth. It could have started out then with her, you know, standing up for herself in different scenarios. It could have, you know, started out with then, as I said, different little things. She speaks her truth. She defends herself against the odds. She goes on this journey to start to do the things that once upon a time she couldn't do, wouldn't do, didn't have the resources to do, whatever the case may be. So because she starts to implement this when she is divinely guided to do so, when she is in position to be brave and do these things, things are working out, or continues to, against the opposition, against the thwarts, against all these attempts that these organized criminals, as well as just mom and pop down the street, Joe Schmo hater, you know, all of these things. Her bravery, I'm gonna tell the truth, I'm going to tell my truth, I'm going to speak of, you know, this criminal behavior done against me and my family. I am going to do it, and I'm going to take divinely guided action. I'm going to sue people. I'm going to file. I am going to do all the things that I'm divinely guided to do, even though it is against the odds. Okay? So it works out. It ends up, or for some of you it already has, if you're divine feminine, this just depends on where you are in the process of your story. So what's working out in your favor or her favor? Why? Okay. And the encouragement. So if this is you, congratulations. Okay. Because again, I know what this is. Some of this story, I might resonate with some of what comes out for some of you. Because again, I get it. This has been organized criminal activity. Okay. Starting with your family, to people who became famous, to religious affiliates, leaders, to politicians. Okay, this is ranging all across the board. Like I said, it's ranging from, you know, small to large, mom and pop, next door neighbor, manager, you know, all of those types of things. Okay, social media freaks. You know what I'm trying to say? Because some of you, this thing morphed as you started living your life. It morphed. So it got into, you know, social media freaks. You know? Weirdos. So let's see. It works out in favor of divine feminine because you've been dealing with a bitch. At least one. At least one bitch. It says bitchy cunt. Okay? At least one bitchy cunt. For some of you feminines, it could be because you embrace your bitchiness. Okay? Again, if people were used to punking you, bullying you, banking on the fact that you're not gonna do nothing, or you're more concerned with, you know, whoop-de-woo, then you had to possibly, you know, embrace your bitchiness so that people would know and learn, like, don't mistake quiet. Don't mistake what you think is inaction. Don't mistake it for somebody who is not going to take action against your foul behavior. Okay? Don't mistake it. Okay. Offended cunt. Yeah. You all have been dealing with people who was, you know, who's offended by you or constantly trying to offend you and provoke you. Could have something to do with somebody that was clingy cunts. Why is this working out in favor of the divine feminine? Aggressive cunt. You guys have been dealing with some toxic, aggressive, masculine energy. And look at his eyes are green. He might have green eyes. He might have a bald head. He might have like earrings and shit like that. Okay. He also, you know, that the green eyes could also be indicative of people being jealous, like these men, these jealous, envious men. Aggressive cunt. A psycho cunt. You've been dealing with an aggressive cunt, psycho cunts. This person could wear, you know, short black hair, short black wigs. Doesn't have to. They too could have green eyes. This could represent people who are jealous. Okay. So these people could be Caucasian. It don't have to, because I don't think there's no brown cards in here. Okay. So it really doesn't matter. But they can be fairer skin. Again, psychos. You've been dealing with psycho cunts and aggressive cunts here. Okay. Period. Okay. Yeah, psychos. And a boring cunt. This person could have lighter hair, blue eyes. Okay. Because there's green eyes here, blue eyes here. Okay. But they got on a tie, you know. So this person could be trying to, you know, dress like they're all conservative or straight-laced, right-winged, you know what I'm saying, type of individual. Okay. Also, this could be situations where you just got bored dealing with these psychos. You know, this story that you've been living through, these aggressive psychopaths. Okay. Yeah, clingy and inbred. Clingy. She has blue eyes as well. She could have blonde hair. Okay, clingy cunt. And then this inbred cunt. Oh, shit. Baldy cunt, offended cunt. And these people, four-eyed cunt, little cunt, these could have been people claiming that you were psycho. You know what I'm saying? And clingy, but yet these are the people who were working with all sorts of energies to do shit to you. Okay? Yeah, four-eyed, somebody that wear glasses. Okay. All right, so let's get a little bit more here. What's working out in favor of the divine feminine here? Okay, so we know she was dealing with aggressive, psychopathic, boring, clingy, inbred, and four-eyed energy. Okay. Okay. Possibly people with blue, green, and brown eyes, blonde hair, brunette, bald, lighter platinum blonde or lighter color or gray. Okay. What's working out in the collective favor? Let's get straight into it. What's working out in their favor? What is actually working out or has or will? Okay, I see that they were done with something. Something's over. What's working out in their favor? Something about online and the internet. Ooh. Okay, so whatever. Awareness, finding out, coming to light. And then genuine, certain love, unconditional love, single. Okay. Something with family. Poison. So what's working out in your favor is that for some of you, these toxic family members and lovers or whatever this has been is being exposed, whether they are fully aware of this or not. Okay. They will be, whether they think it is or not. Okay. These toxic, unhealthy behaviors in people. So the truth about family members, the truth about some of these people you all were in relationships or friendships with, the truth about certain cities, states, these government agencies, these properties and all, whatever this has been and however far this has gone. Okay, so this could be the truth about some famous people if they're involved in the fuckery pertaining to you. The truth about some politicians if they're involved in the fuckery pertaining to you. Whoever they are, okay, whether they know it or not, they're all gonna be exposed and seen, okay? Because they could have tried to make it seem like you were the bad apple, that it was you, okay? That you were the bad apple, that you were the toxic person, you know what I'm saying? And this was all to cover up all of the vile things that they have done against you and your children, okay? Okay, what's working out? Because you guys have been dealing with a lot of toxic people. People online, people that's trying to trap you, bully you. Yeah, scared, panicked. Yes, anxiety. Yeah. Some people could be being scared now because you stood in your truth, and also some people could be starting to see and realize just how fucked up some of these people actually are, and like seeing it, taking off these rose-colored glasses, or you know, coming out from under the manipulation, the spell, you know what I'm saying, whatever this has been that had them believing that these people were innocent when they were not. Okay, let's see. Yeah, there you go, Divine Feminine. You used your anger, Divine Feminine here. It flipped over, so I'll take it. They tried to paint you as the toxic one. Yeah, you ain't threatened or embarrassed. Okay, this worked out for you, that you don't care about appearances. Because see, some people got themselves fucked in the rear because they're too scared, they're too worried about what somebody's gonna say, what somebody's gonna think, how it's gonna look. Okay, it's in the reverse. They can't check. The little humiliation rituals only prove that these motherfuckers were toxic. Okay? Tragedy. Something could have worked out in your favor because there could have been, somebody could have got hurt, or as someone stood up or something like that. This only shone further light. Okay? So if, I hope that's not the case, but if there is somebody that got, well, feminine got physically hurt, her children, but not in the same sense. Ain't nobody that damn bold, okay, to come and try to lay hands. The only thing that these people do is attempt to poison her. They attempt to poison her and her children by substance and spell works and things of that nature, okay? And trying to unhinge her and trying to, you know, cause her some kind of a instability. But if you all are somebody who, if anybody's out there got physically, like hands, physical, this only served to further prove what Divine Feminine said the entire time. It's unfortunate. It really is. It's unfortunate that it has to go that far for some people, but people refusing to see how vile people are, people refusing to see how toxic and abusive and violent people are. Sometimes it gets there just to prove to the person and or maybe the people that's around them, like, yeah, you thought that they were not capable. You thought that the last thing on earth is that they would do that to you. And so now you see that the motherfuckers is crazy, bitch. You see that they will fucking jump your ass in a New York minute, and you 130 pounds soaking wet. And it'll take, you see, yeah. Yeah, social media. So something about access, blocking access. Okay, people could have been shadow banning the Divine Feminine. She's been aware of this for a very long time. She's aware of whatever weird shit is going on in certain platforms. She's already gotten the info on all of that. Okay. She's also aware of people stealing her shit. She's aware of, you know, doppelgangers, people out there impersonating her, you know what I'm saying, to make money, while simultaneously trying to get rid of who the real legit motherfucker is. She knows about that. She knows about these stalkers. She knows about people doing spells. Yeah, she do. There you go. Yes, she do. But it's working out in her favor. Because see, we're talking about this, how is this working out in her favor? But it is. It is. This could also be people, you know, feeding off of her, because it's got like this pump, somebody's getting gas. So these people feeding off of her energy to fuel their own shit, because, you know, they're trash and they ain't had no real inspiration since 1985 for some of these dusty motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, she knows what they've been doing. Family, she knows her. I'm done. She know what her family been doing to try to block her social media and the trash bags that's affiliated with them, including higher ups, because she knows how far this goes. She knows that her family, they're just little minions. They're just middlemen, them and their little crews, okay? She knows how far this is going. Child. So why, you know, working out Divine Feminine's favorite family? Somebody's scared now. Somebody's... She knows that people have been trying to, you know, make it seem like she's someone to be afraid of, meanwhile doing shit to her and her children and other people. Yes, she do. She know that people was scared and pumped into shit. Yes, she do. Settlement, agreement, yes, she do. She knows. She knows that some of her family was punking motherfuckers. Yeah, punking motherfuckers and shit to agreeing with shit. Yeah. Discarding, throwing out. So feminine is working out because, again, you knew your family was trash. You know these people were hiding in social media and trying to create blockages. You knew that they were trying to punk you, scare you, punk other people, you know, and this is all pertaining to shit, foul shit that they did. Shit that's been secret, illegal shit. This is the motivation on top of the bounty, okay? So now, it's working out in your favor that you know, that they threw you out or treated you like trash, or that, you know what I'm saying? Because again, this is all gonna line up. For some of you, here's a divine masculine, very interesting. Somebody who went down a spiritual path, awakening in the reverse. Child, why is divine masculine? Oh shit. Why is divine masculine and feminine here? Because this is really about feminine, but why is he here? Locked the box, closed in, trapped, frustrated, love affair, and the reverse, dirty little, oh. Well, let's just say exposure. Some kind of affair that people were trying to hide and keep secret, okay? Some kind of trap that people were trying to keep possibly this masculine in, because I'm clarifying him now. A masculine and crushed, sad, projected in the reverse, lost the past, no future, denial. Yeah, because they denied something. There's a karmic. They refuse to see the truth about some karmic energy. Okay. Okay, why is this working in divine feminine's favor? Okay, 2 or more people working together, planning and plotting is coming in the reverse. So people are scattering like roaches with the lights cut on. This could have also been a situation of somebody trying to disconnect from these groups. This caused an uproar in a situation. Feminine's courage, her truth speaking, her deciding like, I am not embarrassed, fuck all of you, you know, sorry cunts out here in these here streets, because you trash, and you know you trash, and I don't give a fuck about your games. You's a sorry nigga, you a sorry hoe, and you gonna always be that nigga, and you ain't, you know what I'm saying? I do not care about your little psychological games. You're gonna fry, bitch. You're gonna fry nigga on earth. Anyway. Offer. Here it is. So something's working out in divine feminine's favor. So listen, if let me get it. Why is offer on the table? On the table, offer, proposal, commitment. Why is this on the table? Silence, non-action, pretending. Somebody gave somebody an offer to not take action, to delay something. Offer on the table. Why is this working out? Protection went into the reverse. Because people were being offered to do stuff to divine feminine in order to hurt her and her children. This is working out. Something happened. Somebody was offered to, child, protection is in the reverse. In the past. Yeah, because I got in the past, internet. Somebody hadn't learned their lesson. Agreement, compromise. in order to free themselves from something. Ciao. Internet. You're free. You're no longer in a mental prison. This could have been you freed yourself in the past. You realized you were not protected. You realized that someone was trying to do something, or that somebody was being offered something, or that they were not going to do the right thing. Single, you're single, okay. Financial support in the reverse. Third party relationship lesson reverse. Somebody didn't learn their lesson. Bargaining and begging. Child. Moving, physical location. This is working out in your favor because you could have exposed and figured out that there was deals being made in order to keep Divine Feminine and her children in some kind of aloneness and vulnerability. People were being offered stuff to not work with her, to not support her, to keep her isolated and alone. In the past here for a settlement here. And it's something to do with the house. It's something to do with the physical location, changing locations, moving. People were offered. This was the attempt to get feminine and some kind of begging energy. Moving physical location. This ends up, okay. So maybe feminine moved. And there's the bounty hunters. Got it. So it's exposing the fact that people have been following you around. Period. See, a part of this, whatever the Divine Feminine has been doing, because she had to, okay? These peoples, these criminal enterprises and these psychopathic, clingy, inbred, four-eyed, aggressive, boring cunts, okay, have been following her around. So it's proving it, okay? Their obsession, see, because if you, let's say you're just in one location and you stay there 5 years, okay, and things change, and it's like, okay, and at some point, so, you know, then what is it? Okay, but if you're moving around and you're no longer connected to these certain, so then why is this following the person around? It's following the person around because these energies are following her around. And they are using their connections to do so. Okay, so it's helping to expose a criminal enterprise. They're giving themselves away. It's helping to, they're giving themselves away. Whether this is police, whether this is property management, whether this is, they're giving themselves away. They're proving that they have indeed been stalking you and following you around on social media, okay? They could have got exposed on social media since it went into the reverse because it said hiding. So feminine could be proving that people are watching her on social media and that they are then, you know, to trace certain things, and then that they are then physically using all of their connections and proximities to feminines and her children. Yes, sir. Their obsession, okay, their incessantness to fuck with you works out in your favor because you're bold to tell about it, and they be thinking that you won't. They think that you're not going to take certain actions. They think that you're not going to say anything about certain things. They think that you're not going to, you know what I'm saying, be able to get to the truth. I don't know why they think this, but they think. Okay? For some of you, you will be moving again. Okay? Maybe you've moved several times. You will be moving again. But this time, something to do with something turning in your favor about that. Okay? It's going to bring some, maybe it's going to bring some people down this go around. Yeah, crushed, sad, broken, feeling alone. So you're proving that people kept trying to infiltrate your life because they wanted you to feel broken, sad, and alone. So in other words, so they kept running their mouth. They kept utilizing their connects. They kept spinning, twisting narratives and manufacturing documents and tampering with documents and, you know, flashing badges and all that stuff as if it means they're honorable. They've, you know, they've been doing all sorts of things for a very long time. And they try to hide some kind of information online, looking for info and records. They, in the reverse, they figured that you would never find something, or they could have tried to hide something, or they also could have figured that no one would find it or some shit like that. But this is, yeah, some kind of, yeah. This works out in your favor. Vegas is involved. Somebody in Vegas. Gamble, take a risk, Vegas, nightlife, tick-tock, time running out. Something to do with love and tragedy here and popping up. Something happened. Somebody had lust addiction, drug addiction, alcohol addiction. And this is what some of these people do to free themselves. They're toxic. And so their behaviors are, you know, you fuck up your life, you're suffering for it. And so you do more fuckery to get yourself out of that fuckery, and you do more fuckery to get yourself out of that fuckery, and you do more fuckery to get yourself out of that fuckery. And it's at the expense. See, I don't have a problem with that when people are making their own prospective life choices and just living with their own consequences. The problem I have with it is when it's intruding upon and it's at the expense of innocent life. That's when I personally have a problem with it, okay? Because do what you want with your life. You don't care, fine, that's you. But you fucking with innocent life now, you gonna fry. I request that you fry. I request that these motherfuckers fry before they die. That all things, bitch. Yes, sir. Right when they think they're at the mountaintop is when I request it too. I mean, at the pinnacle of when they're clicking their heels in the air and grinning like they're in a Thanksgiving parade. That's when I request it. Right then, that's the sweet spot. When they doing that toilet jump and singing "We Are the Champion" song, bitch, this is when it's like, now it's the time to take their ass down. Now it's time to crush them. Crush them the ways in which they have crushed many. Tragedy. Tragedy, forbidden love, recalling, what's working out. Yeah, vacation, hideaway, adventure. Pop up, child. eyes for you, fascinated, watching you. Okay, so all of this is working out in your favor, feminine, because some of you, this is about property. People are going to find out what people are hiding, okay? Property, people's fascinations and obsessions with you that they all pretended to not have. All of this is going to come out, and this is working in your favor. Somebody's going to pop up on somebody, or they did. Or they did, and some shit and some shiznit goes down, and it proves Eureka. And Divine Feminine was telling the truth the entire and Divine Feminine was telling the truth. I love that. I mean, I think it's unfortunate in many ways because of, like, you know, casualties and so forth that gets involved, but I love it because it's like, yeah, so keep running your mouth, people. Keep running your mouth. Keep talking about somebody crazy. Go ahead, keep at it. Okay, working out in favor of the Divine Feminine. Whatever this is, working out in favor of Divine Feminine. I have a player going into the reverse, okay? Well, Feminine, you could have possibly caused the player to change their ways, okay? Player is going into the reverse. Again, this could have been people who were players, people who played you. You could have played a role because of your bravery and truth and going on your journey, and all of these things could have turned them, you know, could have gotten them to look at themselves and realize, you know, boom. STD. Somebody could have caught an STD, okay, or came across like a near-death experience or some shit like that with messing with some of these people they've been messing with. Okay, you were dealing with people who could have possibly been, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, addiction is going in the reverse. Player is going in the reverse. So this works out in your favor because you removed people who were players and addicts out of your energy. And if you would have continued on, chances are some of us would have gotten caught up even deeper. Even deeper. Okay? Because people's lifestyles affects everyone. Okay, and that's the thing about that. Somebody thinking they just growing and doing their thing. You out here in these Americas with your addictions and player ways. It sobered some people up. It freed you all from these types of people. Okay, you could have dealt with your own addiction and decided I'm not dealing with players, and I'm not dealing with addictions and people who have addictions. Just because I'm bored, or just because I'm alone, or I feel alone, or I'm tired of being alone. I'm not going to continue to let people come into my life and take advantage of that and try to get me in some kind of an addictive energy because I'm tired of being alone. Yeah, the fall season, it went in a reverse. Yeah, this works out in your favor. That it didn't work out, that it ended. These people could have had major addictions and player ways and was trying to get you caught up. Yeah, catfish, reverse. Yeah, because you're the real shit. It helps you to get to the truth. If this is a masculine that reforms, it helps him to get to the truth. But we're talking about Divine Feminine here. This helped her to knock off the mask. You see what I'm saying? To get to the real, to the truth. To make some decisions here. People's decisions knocked off their mask. Okay, and this works out in her favor. Yeah, forever love in the reverse, absolutely. Yes, her boldness, her truth, her standing on business in spite of all the game plan. It freed her from traps, from players, from people that was thinking she would live in some cycle of addiction out of loneliness. Fake love posing as forever love. You know, it liberated feminine from holding on to people that she thought was real. You see what I'm saying? When the mask got knocked off, it's like, this is not forever love. So this is bringing in good news. Yeah, side piece. Yeah, feminine realized that people was either trying to make her a side piece, okay? Or people had side pieces secretly, okay? And them deciding to go be with these side pieces helped her to see what the truth is. Yeah, absolutely. So this works out in the favor of divine feminine. The door is opening for you, but it also helped her to see the truth about people, that when the door opened with these side pieces that they thought ooh, when the door opened for these side pieces that they secretly had. This could have happened in the springtime, last spring, spring before that, it just depends. Now, feminine, the door is opening for you. Okay? It's also exposing something to do with people not wanting you to have these new beginnings or something like that. Not wanting you to be able to get out and enjoy life and, you know, travel and do certain things because they chose a side piece that they thought, and then people be mad. Yeah, yearning. People just wanted you to be in some kind of state of yearning and missing. It's in the reverse. Yeah, cycles. These people wanted you in an endless cycle, but you broke it. It says keep going through the same thing. Wake up call. Break the cycle. Positive changes. Yeah, these people, my God, wanted you to keep chasing them. Runner in the reverse. For some of you, this works out because somebody who ran from you, they ran into a situation that could have caused them to get locked up. You would have got caught up in some of this shit right here. It says legal issues. These people were trying to get you caught up in legal issues. It says street dude here. They wanted you trapped in some legal issues that do not belong to you. Okay? We have read between the lines. You will find the answer. Someone will tell you without telling you. I love you. Single. Feminine, you're single here. Fire signs could have been involved with, you know, the situation here. People was trying to get you caught up in some weird love affair shit, or wanted you to be some kind of side piece, and nigga was doing crazy shit for some hoe. Okay? That they was hung up on, trying to trap you up for this crazy or raggedy bitch here. Yeah. Yeah, because these people got some kind of crazy life going on here. You know, STD, it says great results. You're clear. There's nothing to worry about. You're clean and clear. People could have been projecting, claiming that you were the ones. It could be this fire sign, these, whoever these other motherfuckers are. That could be where somebody ends up getting something from. They could have walked right into something where it was non-committal, just as non-committal as they are. Yeah. Understanding. Yeah, people was trying to work something out with these trashy energies. Okay. So they could have been going, you know, this could have been exes of theirs. Okay. Feminine, you have ex-lovers that want you back, but this is also, these people had ex-lovers that they wanted back or wanted them back, and was, you would have gotten caught up even deeper than they got you caught up. It would have been even more shit, because these people got some kind of wild and out life. Okay? They got some kind of wild and out life, and you would have, yeah, people that's for the streets. This works out in your favor because these people are for the streets. These people got side pieces. These people, you know, do criminal activity. These people get people caught up in shit for money. Yeah, they're always trying to trap somebody up for money. Okay. This works out in the favor of Divine Feminine. I have a Two of Cups coming into the reverse, and then I have the Eight of Swords coming into the reverse. You're free. You're clear. Okay? These people who did not want to offer you a real cup of love, or did not want to truly reciprocate or fake love, but also people that's been interfering with your love life here. This is over. You are free. This is something to do with the masculine. It says, I don't even know what they was fucking thinking. Good times. Okay, I have Queen of Swords here. It says good times. Happiness is here again. So whatever this has been, you're proving that every time you cut people away, or you speak your truth, or you move away, or you assert yourself, or you're proving their obsession and your standing in your truth is revealing and proving that people have been interfering with your life. It is proving that you have past lovers along with relatives and their lovers and relatives and so forth and so on. It's proving that this is what people have been constantly doing, trying to stop you from having reciprocal relationships, trying to stop you from having friendships, lovers, that's trying to stop you from dating, people going around lying because you don't want them anymore, so they're gonna say you have a disease, you know, all sorts of shit. Okay? Yeah, Ace of Pentacles, okay? It is proving that people were taking offers from people to fuck with your life, okay? To block opportunities, okay? People fumbled the bag. They didn't want to offer anything. It's also proving that you are the bag, that you are the gift. Divine Feminine realizes that 90% of humans that are around her are nothing but children in adults' bodies who happen to have some money. Yeah. These are people who did not want your plans to flourish, did not want your hard work to pay off. Three of Wands. These are people who did not want to work with you, but didn't want anyone else to. So they collaborated. You're proving it. Okay, this works out. Their obsessions and their incessant, it's proving that what you're saying is the truth. Because you move over here, this happened. You move over there, this happened. You go work here, the same thing happened. You cross the state and go over there, that happened. You do that. So what it's doing is collecting, and it's proving this is truth. And it's going to work out because this is what's liberating you, getting you out of your head, getting you free. It's also stopping this interference here. Okay, your ships are coming in, and the more these people keep at the things they've been doing is working in your favor. Whether this is the spell work, whether this is, you know, the gang stalking, whatever this is, they are all helping you. Okay, they didn't think you knew. Okay, maybe you all pretended to not know for a very long time, and it could have just been because you were just simply trying to focus on the things that matter. You know, what you're gonna do, sit there and focus on a mentally ill patient disguised as a government official? What are you gonna do? Continue to, you see what I'm saying? So these people did not think you realized it. And that's because you had to, you're focusing on what you needed to, but it wasn't for lack of knowing. You knew. You knew these people was off as two fucking left shoes. You are off. Yeah, good times. Yeah, Queen of Swords. You're in your Queen of Swords energy. Some of you, this is to do with a Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius that was cold and was going around blocking shit. You all know that a Queen of Swords could have been constantly making plans and interfering to stop shit for you every time good times or happiness. Yep. They were sending negativity your way. They were stealing. Yeah, these people who can't stand to see you happy. Two of Wands, they wanted you stuck out of crossroads. So you made some choices here. You're making divinely guided choices. Yeah, using your giftings, using your resources and opportunities that the universe is presenting to you in order to free yourself, but also to expose and get justice here for what these people are doing. Yeah, your family. 10 of Cups. Yeah. Okay, you're gifted. You're going to get your happiness here. You're building towards true happiness, but you're also exposing your relatives, the things that they have hid from you, your children, the bindings, the dominations, the secrets, the confusion, and the illusion that they have been casting to drain your resources, to take from you. You're not holding back. You're going to tell what these people have been doing to try to bring you down, to affect your happiness, to steal. Yeah, these people are always looking for a high. These are fucking addicts. Ace of Wands. You're going to expose. You're going to get this new opportunity. They've been siphoning your energy, getting new beginnings off of you, and trying to infiltrate your happiness here, but you're still getting it. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. This ends up working in your favor. 4 of Wands is in the reverse. This is about family. This is about commitment, stability, relationships. These people kept trying to create instability, for you and your children. They kept trying to affect your health and well-being of you and your children via all of the things in which I've just mentioned. They were stealing, they were blocking, you're proving it, and you're still gonna get this happiness here and success. This works out in your favor because it reveals the truth about your trashy family. And it reveals the truth about the individuals that have been assisting your trashy family. And it reveals the truth about these addicts, these fuck addicts, these, sex addicts, gambling addicts, drug addicts, alcoholics, okay? Power hungry addicts, because that's the thing as well. Ooh-wee. The secrets, yep. This works out in your favor. This works out in your favor. 7 of Swords. This is all about people being sneaky, stealing, plotting, scamming, fucking, cheating, all of these things, right? Ooh-wee. For some of you, it's workspace. Some is worked out in your favor pertaining to that nigga. Three of Pentacles. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was sneaky. Still worked out in your favor. Ooh. Child. Yeah, feminines, ex-lovers. This is all working in your favor. A lot of swords here. People trying to stress you out. People trying to make you feel like you got a rest. They're trying to make you tired, trying to say you crazy, doing shit in secret, and then saying that you crazy. This is helping you to put these suckers to rest. Why is the 4 of Swords here? Because maybe things gave you opportunity to do some shit. Yes, it did. 10 of Wands went in the reverse. Yes, it did. It gave you some opportunity to drop some burdens, okay? You're gonna expose the fact, I have 2 10s here. People have been constantly trying to weigh you down and burden you. These are some of your doppelgangers, impersonators, copycatters, wannabers, fucking clones. 10 of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What people were offered things in order to, relieve the burden. Because see, that's the way this shit works. They go to trash bags who are caught up in some shit. They go to trash bags who are desperate for money. They go to trash bags who are some kind of radical nut. They go to trash bags. Okay? And they offer them something. So these people's, this works for you because they can't stop. So they got to follow you state to state. They have to follow you place to place. They have to tread your social media and your business, which is helping to expose them. They're telling themselves, yep. 3 of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, these people with their codependent, toxic families. You're exposing your own codependent, toxic family as well as this masculine codependent, toxic family. Okay? Who got people together secretly, was stealing from you, stalking you, weird bitch. Stalking you, weird niggas. Stealing. These are thieves. These are fucking addicts. Drunkards. Thugs. Lazy thugs at that. Just want to sit up on they raggedy ass duff. And wants a new come up, bitch. Always looking for some kind of fucking come up. This is trash, okay? This is disgusting and embarrassing as far as I'm concerned, because ain't nothing worse to me, in my opinion, than some trash ass nigga, okay? using his hoes, his baby mamas, his wives, his whoever he's choosing to fuck this week. His ain't nothing more trashy and sad and ridiculous than that. They got to get off on the hustle, the trashy hustle, no doubt, but the hustle. While they sit there and wait for a woman to figure this shit out. Why they sit there and wait for some, use her and her connections. They got something for me. They got the hookup. They got the hookup. They got the job. They got something for me. Get off your own way. Stop trying to find some kind of scam and then wondering why y'all getting hit left and right. Scamming on people. You're weird. You're weird. You're a weirdo. Okay. Yeah, divine feminine. This is working out for you. You're attracting loyalty. You're attracting balance. You're attracting, you know, forward movement. Okay. But you're proving that people, whatever this is that's working in your favor, is proving that people have been trying to slow you down. It's proving that people have been trying to cause disloyalty, blockages, and stagnation. It's also proving that people's stubbornness, okay, which means their relentlessness to fuck with you when they're claiming that that's what, they're not doing that. But their obsession is still gonna catch them up because you move here, you move there, you do this, like all this changing up, so they keep coming. You see it? They keep at it. They can't help it. Even if they try to go get a new set of retards, okay? It doesn't matter. Because they're all interlinked. See, here's the down drop. When you talk about a small town, a small city, a small state, where it's kind of a situation where everybody knows everybody, that can be a positive and a negative for them. Because it's revealing that essentially they're just using their connections with everybody, which means everybody going down, huh? People are weird. Yeah. Feminine, you see more than people think you do. It says divine feminine sees more than people think. She is walking karma. These people kept trying to cause, they're going to regret it. These people are going to fucking regret fucking with you. They're going to regret fucking with your kid. They're going to regret stalking you. They're going to regret trying to cause any kind of harm to you and your children. These motherfuckers are going to fucking regret it. They're going to regret trying to make you sad. All of these motherfuckers are going to fucking regret it. They're going to regret trying to stress you out. They're going to regret going around talking about you crazy. They're going to regret gossiping. They're going to regret being stupid enough to sign up with Team Toxic Retarded Bitch. They're going to regret it. They're going to regret doing spell work. They're going to regret stealing from you. They're going to regret tapping into your devices. They're going to regret it. They're going to regret trying to cause confusion. They're going to regret trying to cause imbalances and blockages. This works out for you, feminine, because you're in mastery. This is why they're going to regret fucking with you. You're balancing something out here. You're going to succeed, or you are succeeding against the odds. I have 10, 9, 9 of cups, 5 and 4. You are getting wish fulfillment. So every so-called missed opportunity, every so-called rejection, every so-called boredom that these people wanted you to be in, or what people did out of their own boredom, or because you no longer want to fuck with them because they missed an opportunity to do what's right by you. Okay. Trying to get you in a state of chaos. Woo, child, this works out for you. Yeah, this works out for you. People trying to take you down. Something to do with a father figure or a king of pentacles that was toxic, a money hungry motherfucker here, a materialistic motherfucker. Huh? A greedy nigga, a greedy cunt. Huh? A motherfucker that was willing to do anything for the money, including foul shit to you and your children. And what is the foul shit, niggas? The foul, you know what it is. Don't play. You were smart yesterday, so be smart today. Don't play. Don't pull the ignorance card now. Okay. Yeah. Ace of Cups. These people finna cry for trying to make you cry. For trying to poison you. For trying to affect your ability to love on yourself because you chose self-love. A lot of what you all are dealing with is because of it. And you standing in that is going to help you to bring all these motherfuckers down. Because a lot of what's happening is because of this. You decided to go on a journey of self-love, which includes self-honor, which includes self-respect, which includes cutting people off, which includes boundary, which includes telling when people abuse you or your children, which includes that. And because it includes that, this is pissing off a whole lot of raggedy motherfuckers who make big time money for being a raggedy motherfucker. Which means they have to get rid of you. They have to attempt to do away with you because you tell them the game. And this is hitting the wallet, the pocket, and the praise and worship and adoration in which they get from dum-dums. Out. You're getting a new love offer, divine feminine. You could also be manifesting a legit king and somebody who know about your trash bag ass fathers. Okay, so this means if you had a toxic stepfather, father figure, this is somebody who knows, possibly. Yeah, these people kept trying to cause negative changes in your life because you were manifesting reciprocity. So they kept taking from you. They kept possibly even attacking your children and taking from you all here with the Six of Pentacles. And then this Queen of Cups reverse, Six of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you, your mother, or a distorted ass Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or just a manipulative, emotionally retarded feminine. Yeah. Okay, this is working out for you. All these negative changes, you know what I'm saying? You're leaving all of the baggage behind and all of the problems that you go through because you've been trying to leave all the baggage behind. Because that's what the feminines are saying. They've been leaving the baggage behind. They've been leaving the baggage behind. They've been leaving the baggage behind. They've been cutting away. They've been doing all these things. And they're dealing with, like we have on the board, psychos, psycho cunt, aggressive cunt, clingy cunt, inbred cunt, four-eyed cunt, and a boring cunt. Okay? 2 feminines, possibly, and 4 masculine energies. Okay? That's refusing to move the fuck on away from her, that's refusing to leave her alone. Yeah. Okay, working out in the favor of divine feminine. Let's wrap it up on a higher note. On a higher note, this is working out. So what does the divine feminine then have to look forward to? Why is it being said that this is working out in her favor? How is that her favor? The stuff that she is dealing with, has dealt with, all of these injustices, all of this intrusion and invasion in her life, all of these violations to her and her children. How's this working out? Why? Okay. Oh, I got the King of Swords here. Okay. King of Swords is there. Why is that the favor? Maybe a law official? Or why is that Page of Wands? Okay, it's over. Okay. There's a cycle that is closed out. The world, something is over with some narcissistic energy here. All of this, you know, as you all just hang in there and continue on, all of this taking you through some kind of maze and, you know, shit, it's over. The world, a cycle is closing. Something is about to close, or somebody is dead. A cycle is about to close with the world, and a new beginning. Judgment is here. Yeah. It's in your favor, but there it is. There's some people that's putting an end to some things, or a cycle is closing, okay? But there's definitely a new beginning for you, feminine, for these losses and this dishonor. Okay, this theft, what people have been doing to you to stop you from winning, to stop you from getting the honor and the attention that you deserve, to stop you okay. I have the World in Judgment. Yeah, and it came out. The Six of Wands in the reverse. These losses, this dishonor, you know, people blocking, stopping, stealing, treating you dishonorably, judging you dishonorably, okay, for their own personal gain and wish fulfillment. Yeah, Nine of Wands. The Moon, what people were doing in secret, hiding, these illusions, these games. Yeah. Eight of Cups. Yeah, people are being forced to walk away. Something is about to happen, and as you walk away from something here, but people are going to be, a cycle is closed. It's closed. This is it. No longer fighting, arguing, dealing. This is, this toxic feminine may be on her way out, because I have Empress in the reversed. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Maybe not taking their offers. Dropping the weight. Yeah. Okay, so this cycle is closed, and there's some kind of a new beginning here. Walking away from repetitive cycles with this toxic feminine energy, or this toxic feminine energy won't have a choice. People may start to walk away from her. She may be being stripped of her gifts, or people could be retracting offers. Or these people could be losing money. King of Pentacles in the reverse. because of the past. 3 of Wands in the reverse. Their plans and actions will be thwarted as they continue to come for you. As they continue. And whatever is closing out works for you. Why does this all work for the collective? Why is this world and judgment here? Why does this all work for the collective? How does this benefit in a positive, higher vibrational way? How does this help them, the high vibe collective, the divine feminine? Seeing something from another perspective. Oh, it's going to bring in justice. Boom. Justice came out, somersaulted. This is going to bring justice to you and balance in the situation here. This is going to bring justice. Yep. And this is there's protection here, or something is ricocheting off of you. You're not going to feel like you got to constantly fight anymore, like you got to constantly defend yourself anymore against. This is going to put this shit to an end. All these attacks, all these assaults, feeling like you got to explain yourself. Meanwhile, it's you and your children that's being attacked and abused all the time. Okay? This person is not going to have no defense and protection, and justice is going to be served. Whatever all of this is, these people aren't going to have the protection that they think they have from trying to hold on to you and have power and control over you. Whatever the people held back from you, they're not going to have no protection. Whatever power people have been abusing. Yep. 8 of Pentacles. You're not going to have to worry about your investments anymore. That people kind of trying to interfere with your investments, your seeds, your plans, because that's what people have been stealing. Page of Swords. It's going to put these stalkers to an end. And the spell work. Justice for all of that. These people's obsessions. And this Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Okay, whatever these people have been doing to cause misfortune for you, to try to take from you, you know, doing stuff to you for some kind of a bounty, insurance policy, or whatever deal. This is bringing in, yeah. In order to hold on to that, they're not going to have no defense. The justice system is not going to defend them like they think it is for what they've been doing. Justice is in the upright, 7 of Wands in the reverse. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. 8 of Pentacles. And it's this Queen of Wands in the reverse energy. That's been working to, yeah, and this Queen of Pentacles. Chances are you're going to get, here it is, you're going to get your wish fulfillment anyway. And what these people been doing in order to get fortune off of you and their wish fulfillment, yeah. Somebody is going to end up telling the truth in order, somebody going to end up taking a deal. And the legacy is yours. Yeah, what these people have been doing for insurance scams, for inheritances or gifts. You're mastering something. You're going to get justice for people stealing off of your mastery, for doing workings on you and your children here, in order to get, you know, their own selfishness, homes, money. Yep. So it's a whole couple of King and Queen of Wands in the reverse, which is distorted witches and warlocks. These are people who are bullies. Okay, these are people who are entitled, they're thieves, but they definitely do dark arts. They definitely play with that shit, and they did that to you and your children, and their asses is going to spiritual jail and physical jail. They trying to bind you and your children up and shit and trap you all up for money. Yeah. And secret. It was a secret to do this, you know, get you far away and travel, and then travel in secret and get all this shit done. You know what I'm saying? These secrets, you could be in your high priestess energy here. There's the truth. Yeah, because people were angry that you have the truth. You can expect something here to come in swiftly. You were telling the truth about these secrets and this spell work, and it's going to come out that people were doing shit to you in secret because of it. That they have anger issues and was angry and decided to do a bunch of shit to you in secret. Which includes getting other people involved to do shit to you and your children. Yeah, that they are immature and had hidden dishonor, and that it was a plot. These people were doing shit to take away the little that you had in order to try to trap you up. You got some good news coming in. You got some good news coming in. What people were doing to you in isolation. How that was a part of the plan. So that they can secretly do the shit that they've been doing to you and not have to worry about too many people being able to see or being able to know. And I just want to say, y'all, when people, you know, just start paying attention in your life to the odd things about people, and this could give you more and more clues in terms of who may be involved in things. This is something I've learned along the way. Okay? You don't have to say nothing. It's just for your observation. So you can mark people accordingly. Okay? If you take an Uber and you're talking to an Uber driver and they come out, they're telling you stuff about their narcissistic somebody, and they want to show you pictures of like their abused kid. Like, who does that? Nobody is about to show some stranger pictures of cigarette burns on their kid. Okay, was that possibly a paid actor? Was it possibly an op? Was it possibly to induce? Because see, I'm learning that a lot of this stuff, that's essentially what it is. To induce these negative emotions and feelings. Because nobody does that. I know I wouldn't be trying to show some stranger person a picture necessarily that I'm just randomly driving. Now, if I'm teaching something, that's different. Okay? All right, final messages. Encouragement for the collective, because I know they need it with all of this weirdo shit. It ends up working in their favor. Final messages. It ends up working in their favor. Final messages. Divine Feminine. Encouragement. Navigation. Yep, this is helping you to navigate through something here. You're being guided. This is helping you to navigate through it all. Yep. Yes, safe travel. Some of you, you're about to have some kind of safe travel, whether this is in the ethers or literal. Okay, because some of these people don't want you to feel safe enough to travel or to move on or do something, but you are. You've done it time and time again, and you're going to continue to do so. Okay. So safe travel is here. Okay. You're being guided creatively. Interesting. So it's navigating good fortune. There you go. There it is. Okay. There it is. Through all these illusions, okay, that they keep trying to create before you. Elixir of life. You're banishing these curses, because these people have also been cursing you. Okay, they have been physically doing shit, but they've also been doing baneful workings. And you're gonna get this karmic justice, okay? For all of these curses, people could be trying to curse your travel. They're gonna be the ones that die in that airplane. They're gonna be the ones that die in that car. They're gonna be the ones that die on that motorcycle. They're gonna be the ones that crash via the curses they're attempting to put on you. They're gonna be the ones that have a tragic car accident. Yeah, grounding. So maybe grounding a little bit more is going to help you to do this. Follow your intuition. It's going to help. The grounding may help you to do that. You're going to find success. Okay? And you're going to get this, creatively get this karmic justice as you travel somewhere. There's going to be some kind of change and some kind of protection here. Defense. Mm-hmm. Destiny. This is your destiny. Have confidence. These sorry trash bag, useless sacks of shit, wastes of skin and bones and existence. Nigga. Fucking waste. Yeah. That wants your good luck and shit, wants to take your good luck. Okay? You're going to navigate yourself right through this, you know, even with the unhappiness that people keep trying to create, you're gonna let it go and keep letting it go and keep moving forward. Okay? Because these people do not have the capacity to have the courage that you have. And this is what's going to help some of you all. These people, these places, these things, whatever it is, they do not have the capacity to have the courage you have to receive divine guidance or to see it as such. They do not have the capacity for healing. They do not have the capacity to let trash go. They don't have the capacity. So you all are being divinely guided, letting go of and navigating safe travel through. Those who attempt to do anything with that are going to be the ones who die by it. And you can mark my words. Simple as that. You can mark my damn words. You're trying to curse the travel of the collective, your ass is grass, nigga. You and yours, you will be getting bad news, nigga. Understand, bitch? Huh? Go on ahead and do it. People been doing it, and it ain't successful. So you gonna be just yet another one who has to find that out. Okay, there's balance here. Okay, balance. Bombshell. What is this, Divine Feminine? You've been getting a lot of bombshell energy here, which is Divine Feminine, earthy, practical. You may get some revelation, news, or proof about Taurus, okay? And about the 7th house, relationships, a Libra, okay, a Taurus, a Libra, and Cap. Oof. Yeah. Well, shit. Nigga, well look, if you the high vibrational Cap, Divine Feminine, here you go. They about to go to school. Huh? These people, you know, smorgasbording off of you, they retarded ass. Yeah. You're the boss. And what's in serious trouble is niggas and bitches continuing to play in me and my son's energy is in fucking serious trouble. They in serious trouble, nigga. They don't sit they country bumpkin ass, retarded ass, highfalutin wannabe motherfucking ass down somewhere. The sun. You're getting your happiness here. There's going to be some exposure about this injustice I told you, and spell work and the craft and people making money off of your shit. I'm telling you. The challenge is, yeah, Saturn energy, these people gonna get fucked. And not in the pleasurable way. Yeah, for blocking, for trying to block you with this allowing in the reverse. Trying to disempower you because you're expanding. They're trying to stop your luck or stop things from, you know, turning in your favor or doing shit for money and taking risks. They're gonna get exposed. Yeah, because you're in your north node. You're expanding here. Keep at it. They're about to get schooled on the price they paid with fucking with other people's destinies. They ain't gotta believe in this shit, but they about to get schooled, motherfucker. They about to get schooled with destiny swapping and all that shit. They about to get schooled like a motherfucker. All right, there we go. So, hey, this works out in the favor of Divine Feminine. Feminine, you've been dealing with aggressive cunts, psycho cunts, boring cunts, four-eyed cunts, inbred cunts, and clingy cunts that has been in your life and following your life around for a very long time, and recruiting others to do the same along the way in order to keep having proximity to you and access to you, and in order to keep affecting you and your children's life. This is working out as you continue to stand in your truth, as you continue to work on your energy, as you continue to keep those boundaries, and as you continue to follow the best you can, divinely guided actions when you're divinely guided to do so. This is working in your favor because it is making your case ironclad. It is bringing it all to the surface. Their obsessions with you is helping you to bring it all to the surface. It's helping you to take legal action. It's helping you to tap into all of your creativity, and it's helping you to navigate through it all and to bring these motherfuckers down. And at the same time, possibly wake up a few people who have maybe 2% of their conscious still intact. Bye.